There he is. From Battlestar Galactica, amongst other things. You know her, you love her, you can't live without her, Katee Sackhoff. Dressing for the occasion. What a joke. From Southland, our young Bruce Wayne, Ben McKenzie. How about the lady who guided them through their vocal sessions? The goddess of cartoon voices, 9-time Emmy Award winner. 9 times, that's 9 minus 3 is... You got a long way to go, mister. Andrea Romano. How about the architect of modern-day superhero animation, Mr. Bruce Wayne? I swear he's here. Oh, how about Bruce Timm? Let's bring him in. Sunday Robin maybe or something. Okay. Wow. Okay. I quit. Our fine animation directors. Now you guys got me nervous. Lauren Montgomery and Sam Liu. And that's Ahab, believe it or not. No white whale anywhere nearby.
This way you'll know who they are.
Let's start with Bruce.
I love that it tells me on this side who I am too, just in case I forget.
Actually, it was that way for the people in the front row so they could read it. That was, and the people with the sign language. So that was bad. Okay, let's start with Bruce and Sam and Lauren. Hey, very authentic to the source material. How did you decide what to keep, what not to keep? How did you stay on target? And did Batman Begins have any influence on you as well?
That was a lot of questions. We just tried to keep as faithful to the comic as possible every step of the way, from the minute we wrote the script to staging it and storyboarding it. I personally just love the comic to pieces. So anytime we had like any kind of creative decision, it'd be like, okay, well, let's look at the comic and let's see what they did in the comic, and we'll just do what they did. And that's pretty much how was our whole approach. So, you guys anything?
And how did you make it your own?
We did. It's Miller and Mazzucchelli's Batman Year One.
We were actually a little bit short when we made it. And I think there was like one scene that wasn't in the original script, right? But because we were short, we actually added it in, so everything is in there, right?
Yeah, in the first draft, the sequence where Gordon goes to interrogate Harvey Dent, it was not there. So, thank you. And
you'd think in animation they would know that.
You know,
right up to the mic, like Andy would say,
it's an inexact science. We never know how long the things are going to be until we storyboard it and time it, and then it's like, oops, we're 10 minutes short. So,
Interesting. Another amazing cast. You've had your share of the Batcave. How did you go about finding a young Bruce Wayne? That's Bruce Wayne, not Bruce Timm. Bruce Wayne.
Isn't this the coolest cast, you guys? The great good fortune to work with a wonderful actress named Regina King on a series called The Boondocks. And as we were going through our ideas for who would be a good young Bruce Wayne first becoming Batman, we thought of Ben McKenzie. And I called up my friend Regina King and said, so what's the deal with Ben McKenzie? Is he fun? Will we enjoy hours of recording with Ben? And she said, oh, you'll be so very glad.
In other words, she lied through her teeth. She lied.
No, she was so very right. And so we were lucky enough to say, would you like to come play? And he said, yes, I can work this into my life. And it was beautiful. beautiful thing. Bryan Cranston, we've been trying to work with for years and years, and our schedules just never jive. And this year it worked out just great. And the joy of working with Bryan Cranston is you slate and get the heck away and let him just do what he does, because he just knows what he's doing. And Katie, we've tried to work with for years and years, and she's just been so busy. And there was a little tiny window that we were able to fit into her schedule and our schedule, and so, and Eliza as well.
We just made you think that. I have a day, that's it, I'm so sorry, I have a day.
But we were lucky enough to get this beautiful cast that all were available at the same time, and so it was just joy, heaven.
And how did we lure Bryan Cranston in finally after all the times we've tried to get him?
I don't know, Brian, what?
That's what I was asking the question, because I didn't, we didn't know.
Honestly, I was a little hesitant when I was first approached with this, because I wanted it to be interesting in a character, and I remember from the Batman television series, and it was fun and kitschy and that sort of thing, and I sort of wanted to do other things. And no, read the script. Okay, I'll read the script. And I read the script, and I loved it. It was in depth, and it was compelling, and I was eager to see how it was going to turn out. And then my character's having an affair, and I'm going, what? And I thought, I've never read anything like this before. It's certainly in animation, and I thought, in the right hands, this would be fun to do. And so I said, yeah, I'll do it. And that's always been my criteria about the well-written word. Follow the well-written word, and it'll never fail you. And so, a dictionary writer out there. An old English teacher. Very good. So that was it, and then I was on board when I read the script.
Every time I see it, I'm shocked. I forget that it exists in the piece. I'm like, oh.
Basic instinct in reverse.
He's trying to throw them off his track.
That's true.
And he throws them a little to the left.
I want to see how the signers signed that. How would you interpret that? Throw it a little to the left. Good night, everybody.
Okay, let's stay on this subject matter. Hey, Katie, do you have any trouble slipping into that role as a gun-slinging homewrecker?
Something I'm very well schooled in. Yeah, I do. I actually I went around and I started dating married men. If you had a ring on, it helped. And I said, this is purely fake. This is just for research purposes.
Honey, it's for the work.
Yeah.
It's the work.
And if I could talk to your wife afterwards to see how she felt, that would really help too.
She feels good too.
So it felt good. It was good. It was a departure from, myself, so it was awesome.
Please be aware that many members of your audience may be under 18 years of age.
Yeah. Sorry. There's like a big banner outside that said Katie Sackhoff's on your panel. Everybody, you should go away if you're a child.
Talk about Sackhoff.
We'll be here all night.
I don't even know how to get this thing back on track.